Hello. So, dear students, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Easy Explanation. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about C program to print Armstrong numbers in the given range. Okay. So, before starting the coding, let us understand the logic behind it. So, what is Armstrong number? How to check whether the given number is Armstrong number or not? So, the first thing, step 1, check whether the given number is Armstrong number or not. Let us say we have any number with us. Let us say the number is 370. Let us say we have a number value is 370, and we have to check whether this number 370 is Armstrong number or not. Okay. So what we have to do is to calculate or to check whether the number is Armstrong or number or not. We have to calculate number of digits in the given number. So for the number 370, total number of digits is equals to 3. Okay. So the first thing that we have to calculate is total number of digits in that number. So in this number we have 3 digits. After that, get the individual digits and calculate it to raise to the power of that total number of digit. So the first digit in 370 is 0, 0, 0 raised to the power of 3. Then sum this value with another digit. Another digit in 370 is 7. So get the second digit, calculate it, raised to the power of total number of digit, and plus the last digit is 3. 3 raised to the power of 3 will be how much? So let us sum this value. So 0 raised to the power of 3 is 0, plus 7 raised to the power of 3 will be so 7 to the power of 3, calculate the value, you'll see it is 343. So 343 plus 3 raised to the power 3 will be 27. So when calculate 343 plus 27, 343 plus 27, it is how much? 370. 370. So you can see the number that we obtained by summing this value is equal to the original number. So 370 is equal to the sum of these values, which is 370. So if such is the case, so let us say I am assigning this thing in sum. If the value of sum is equals to num, then we will say what? The number is Armstrong. Okay. Let us take an individual digit. Num equals to 9. 9 is Armstrong number or not? So first we have to do what? Calculate the total number of digits. So number of digit here is 1, right? So what we have to do is sum equals to get the individual first digit from this number. It is 9 only. So 9 raised to the power of 1 equals to 9. So you can see again sum equals to num. Then also we can say that 9 is also a Armstrong number. So if you have a 2 digits number, let us say we have a num equals to 23. Now number of digit is equals to how much? 2. Okay. So sum will be get the first digit from this num, which is 3, calculate it raised to the power of 2, plus get another digit from num, which is 2, calculate it raised to the power of 2. So 9 plus 4 equals to 30. Now you can see the value of sum and the value of num are not equal. So you can say 23 is not a Armstrong number. Okay. So we'll be using this logic to print all the number in the given range. So let us start the coding. So I am using VS Code editor to edit my code. So I'll create a file called as armstrong.c. Write a comment line, program to print Armstrong number in given range. Okay, so has include stdio.h int main. Okay, so we'll solve this problem step by step. First I will write the code to check whether the given number is Armstrong or not. Then I will modify that code to print the number in the Armstrong number in the given range. Let us say I have variable num, so 370. I have taken a digit 370 to check whether it is Armstrong number or not. So the first thing that we have to do is to check how many digits are there in the given number. So we'll create one more variable called as digits equals to 0. So how to calculate number of digit? We'll keep on dividing the number until the number becomes 0. So when the number becomes 0, the total digit value that we obtained will be the total number of digits there. So while num is greater than 0, do what? Num equals to num divided by 10. Okay, so we have to keep on continue doing this operation, num equals to num divided by 10, until the value of num reaches 0. When the value of num reaches 0, then the loop will terminate, and during each iteration we have to do what? Digit plus plus. Okay, so calculate number of digit. Since you can see here, the num value becomes 0 eventually here, right? So the original number is lost. So what we'll do is I will create a variable called as temp, and then store the original number temporarily in the variable temp. So when we lost the value here, original number here, still we have a value number remaining in variable temp. Now once we have total number of digit, now we can do what? We can check, write the code to check whether the given number is Armstrong number or not. So let us say I have created another variable called as sum to store the sum result, something like this. This sum result, sum equals to 0. Now again do num equals to temp. Since the num reduced to 0 here, after this operation I am reassigning the value of temp into num. Now again do the same operation while num is greater than 0. Get the first digit, right? So let us say rem. In rem variable I will be storing the digits, individual digits. Rem will be given by num modulus 10, right? And sum equals to what? Sum plus power of rem comma digit, rem comma digit, and again update the value of num equals to num divided by 10. Okay, so before going for this operation, let us test whether this number of digit, the code that we have written to calculate the number of digit, work fine or not. So printf number of digit equals to %d plus n, then digit. And return 0 till now. Okay, so gcc armstrong.c ./a.out. So number of digits is 3, obviously. So we have a 3 digits number, so this thing is printing what? Total number of digits in 370 is how much? 3. So this thing work perfectly fine. So I'll remove this thing now, this printf statement. Write return 0 at bottom. I will uncomment this. Okay, so now again the value of num will be reduced to 0 here, right? So we have to compare the value of sum with temp. If the value of sum and temp are equal, then we'll print what? /n percentage d is Armstrong. You can write here temp. Okay, now let us test the result. You can see one thing that we have to do is I have used this POW built-in function, and this POW built-in function is defined in math library, so I have to include the math library also here, otherwise it will throw the error. So this is the code. You can have a look here. Okay, now I will save it. Now in order to compile, like if you are using an external library like math.h and all, we have to use another command to compile the code. So gcc-o, so the binary, write the name of binary, I will say arm, then write the file name armstrong.c, and then write the -lm, means link the library for that, and then write /o.out. So sorry, we have to do ./arm. So you can see it is 370 is Armstrong. It is printing what? 370 is Armstrong. So since I have used math library, I have to compile my code in this manner, and I have created the executable name as a ARM. So I'll execute the file ARM, and you can see 370 is Armstrong number. You can test for another number as well. Let's say I have written 153, and test whether 153 is Armstrong or not. 153 is Armstrong number. You can check mathematically in your notebook. Now once we have the logic to check whether the given number is Armstrong or not, we can modify this logic to print the Armstrong number in the given range. Let us say I have a variable f and l. So variable f contains the first range, starting range, and l contains the ending range. Okay, so we'll tell the user enter the first range and last range. So scanf %d %f comma %l. So these operations, right? So these operations should run for all the numbers within the range of f and l. So we have to include this whole highlighted code within the f and l range. So what you have to do is I will define one loop, and the loop will be controlled by variable I. Okay, so for I equals to f, I less than equals to l, I plus plus. Okay, for all the number between the range of f and l, I have to execute all these statements. So all these statements need to be kept where? Within this for loop block, or the block of for loop. Now let us organize our code. So you should also always maintain the readability of your code while writing the code. If your code is working perfectly fine but you have not maintained the readability, then it is of no use. Okay, now this thing, now all this statement belongs to this for loop. Now you can see we are getting the value of num from which variable I. So I'll remove this 153 from here. So num equals to I. Every time I have to initialize the value of digits to 0. So digit equals to 0, because for each and every variable I have to calculate the total number of digits. So when the loop start, the digits should be reinitialized to 0, and at the end the digit plus plus will calculate the total number of digits for the given number num. Again sum equals to 0. Each individual number we have to calculate different sum every time, so we have to reinitialize when the loop starts executing. So this is the code. Okay, so let us compile the code and see the result. So enter the first, let us say 1 and 500. So you can see these are all the number, these all are the Armstrong number in the range of 1 and 500. You can check for another values also, 1 and 1000. So these many Armstrong number exist within the range of 1 and 1000, 1 and 10,000. So these many numbers are Armstrong number within the range of 1 and 1000. So you can see this is the code. Okay, so this is the code, please have a good look at it. This is the code to calculate or print all the Armstrong number in the given range. If you have any queries or question related to the printing of Armstrong number, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, till then, bye bye everyone.